It's that time of year, so let's jump right into it. Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here from Walts, and today I bring you the top 5 soundbars of 2024. I really like making these videos over the years, so I thought I'd keep that tradition alive, and essentially what we're going to do here is pick 5 of my favorite soundbars and talk about why they make the list. These are just from the ones that I've reviewed. Obviously, there's some cool stuff out there that I haven't reviewed, so keep that in mind, but overall, I just want to kind of share with you guys what I think is the best. Now, it's typically not always focused strictly on performance, but overall what the product offers and who it's best fit for. And of course, anything that I do mention, if we've done videos, I'll be sure to link that in the description so you guys can check that out later. But without further ado, here are my top 5 soundbars of 2024. Starting with the Klipsch Flexus Core 200 soundbar. The Flexus lineup from Klipsch is their first crack at a true wireless surround system through a soundbar, and I have to say, they nailed it. If you remember the Cinema line from Klipsch a few years back with the soundbars, they all sounded very, very good, very crisp, but they didn't always work the best. And what got me most excited about this line is that Klipsch actually partnered with Onkyo to make the internals for their soundbar. So you have the Klipsch acoustics and the Onkyo internals, giving you the best of both worlds. When I was at CEDIA earlier this year, we got to see the inside of the soundbar. They had it ripped off, and it was really cool just to see the kind of quality that goes into a product like this. And I definitely think with Klipsch, they knew their place. They knew they do their acoustics great, but they also knew that they needed someone, a partner like Onkyo, to really nail the internal. The reason I chose the 200 over the 100 is because the 100 is more of a compact soundbar. It's going to be good for your bedrooms. I think the 200 is going to be what most people lean towards. And then, of course, they did announce the 300, but 300 is massive and it's not available to consumers yet. So I don't know, maybe it'll make my list next year. Also in the Flexus lineup, you could connect 2 wireless subs, or you can even connect a wired sub. It does have a line out, which is really cool. And if you want to amplify those surrounds, they have the Surround 100, Surround 200s. There's very cool stuff from Klipsch. Overall, I think the Flexus lineup is great for someone who doesn't exactly know what they want to do with their surround system, but they know they want to start with a quality soundbar. Let's talk about the TCL 2.1 beast of a soundbar. Disclaimer, this is the cheapest soundbar on the list. However, for it being the cheapest soundbar, I did not get that feeling at all when listening to it. Because it comes without a subwoofer, I wasn't really expecting much, especially in the bass department, but man, was I surprised when I heard it. For a soundbar alone, it's definitely one of the better sounding soundbars that I've heard. You know, adding the subwoofer to me is always a must, but something like this could easily improve your system without having to break the bank. It's a clean looking soundbar. It checks the box for a good budget. And if you're someone who knows you need something better than the TV speaker, but you're not really sure if you want to make a full investment in a super nice surround system, this is definitely going to take your experience to the next level. And if you do end up upgrading in the future, you can always throw this in a bedroom. It's a great product for any type of room, in my opinion. Now, next on the list is the Kanto Ren, and you might be a little bit confused because this is not a soundbar, Justin. Well, you're right about that, but the Ren was designed to be a soundbar alternative, and that's a big part of why it made the list. There's already a ton of soundbars out there that are 2.1, so it's not really weird that we have something like this, and I think it'll work for a lot of people. The Ren is the first speaker in the Kanto lineup to have that HDMI ARC, which is super cool, so you can plug it into your TV. It does have optical as well. Not a lot of powered speakers come with this feature, so definitely another reason why it ranks high. Now, they retail at $599, and although it doesn't have a subwoofer, I think it sounds better than most of the soundbars that are double that price. But don't worry, just because it doesn't come with one doesn't mean you can't get one. It does have a sub out, and if you plug that sub in, it'll definitely make a difference, but it really just depends on what you're using them for. With these, I really like how you can just use them for 2-channel listening and TV. I just think it makes a great hybrid type of speaker. Also, I do want to throw in there, it does come in more colors than just orange. It just happens to be the one that we reviewed. So you can definitely match this with your current setup. Oh, and if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Now, next on the list is the SPM7A, another soundbar similar to the TCL in the sense that I wasn't expecting much based on the price point. And yet I was still shocked at how good it sounded. Now, this soundbar does come with a subwoofer, and although it's not super big, it still packs a punch. I was more impressed with the soundbar quality itself, but still, it's good to have that subwoofer. The design is good. Not great, but if you want something with a little bit more premium feel from LG, I'd look at the SC9. A little bit more premium sound, a little bit more premium feel, but virtually the same size and overall just a good alternative. I think if you're someone who's looking for the best bang for your buck soundbar, but the subwoofer is a must, this could definitely be the soundbar for you. The sound is tuned by Meridian, which is a high quality audio company, and based on everything I experienced, that has to be what makes this soundbar sound so good. Overall, the reason this made the list was because I just think this soundbar is underrated. All right, let's get on to the last one. Now, as far as Samsung goes, it was a toss-up between the 990D and the S61D. At the end of the day, the 990D is just a beast of its own. Not to mention, it's got a ton of good reviews from around the globe. The surrounds do a great job for those movie lovers out there, and even if you're not, you're more into gaming or just standard TV, it still sounds really, really good. Also, you can kind of tweak it to however you want it to sound just because there are so many sound modes and sound adjustments that you can make, whether that's from the remote or through the app. The 990D is about the best you can get with a premium soundbar without stepping into, true surround systems that are hardwired with receivers and separate dedicated speakers. And honestly, that's the main reason that it made the list. Now, as far as honorable mentions, I was thinking about that music frame that came out earlier this year. I just couldn't put it on the list because although it does have optical, I don't really think it's a soundbar. It's more of a rear speaker in my opinion. However, just for the creativity alone and the sound quality, I was very, very close to putting it on the list. Also, the S61D, like I mentioned earlier, between this and the 990 from Samsung, I was very impressed with this soundbar, but it doesn't come with a sub and it's kind of an odd shape, so depending on your setup, it may or may not work for you. I also want to shout out the Kanto Aura 4s. Arguably, I like these more than the Ren. However, these are desktop speakers. They don't have HDMI ARC or optical, and they don't really qualify as a soundbar, so that's a reason why I couldn't add it to the list. And lastly, the Bose Smart Soundbar Ultra with the Bass Module 700 is a great sounding combo, but the setup wasn't super easy. I think that was kind of why it didn't make the list. And, if you are a Bose fan, you're still going to really like this product. So I definitely wouldn't count this out of the race. It just didn't make my top 5. So that about sums it up for the top 5 soundbars of 2024. All the links for the products will be mentioned down in the description. If you guys want the best deal and want to directly support me, make sure to email me at youtube@Walts. And if you happen to live in the Phoenix Metro Valley, make sure you come down to our Tempe store and give some of these products a listen for yourself, as we do have most of them on display. We're also doing one for TVs, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is a product that you're interested in, make sure to email me at youtube@Walts so I can get you a special YouTube discount. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one.